about multiplying matrices now. In order to multiply matrices, the columns of the first matrix have to match the rows of the second matrix. So what I like to do first is write out the dimensions of this first matrix. This is 3 rows and 3 columns, so it is a 3 by 3. This one has 3 rows and 2 columns, so it's a 3 by 2. So in order to tell if they can match up, these two inside numbers have to be the same. So since there are 3 columns in this one and 3 rows in this one, that means that I can multiply. So this one is possible, and the answer is going to be a 3 by 2. And I'll make that make more sense in a minute. So if I was doing A times B, it would be possible. Let's think about if we were doing B times A. B is a 3 by 2, and A is a 3 by 3. So this time, if I did B times A, I could not multiply. It would be not possible because the inside numbers do not match up. A lot of times on the ACT, they don't ask you to multiply 2 matrices. They ask you if it's possible to multiply the 2 matrices. So I would start with that first and look for columns and rows to match up. So let's actually talk about how we would multiply 2 that could. So I'm going to start with a 2 by 2. And I'm going to multiply that by a 2 by 2. So I have a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2. These numbers match, so my answer is going to be a 2 by 2. So I go ahead and start by drawing out a 2 by 2. And I know that this spot right here is row 1, column 1. I know that this spot is row 2, column 1. This spot is row 2, column 2. I'm sorry, row 1, column 2. And this is row 2, column 2. So because I've already marked the spot, now I know what I'm going to use to find my answer. So to find the answer of what goes in this spot, I'm going to use row 1 and column 1. So I'll start by multiplying. 1 times 4 is 4, and negative 4 times 0 is 0. And then we're going to add those two things together. So in this particular spot, I would have a 4. Okay, let's go find this spot right here now. This is going to use row 2 of the first one and row 1 of the second. So I'm down here to row 2 of the first one and row 1 of the second. So I'm going to take each spot here. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 times 0, which is 0. So in that spot, I'm going to put a 12. Okay, let's go find this spot. This spot is going to use row 1 of the first and column 2 of the second. So 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. So in that spot, I'm going to put an 11. Okay, let's think about the last spot. The last spot is row 2, column 2. So I'm going to do row 2, column 2. So row 2 of the first one, column 2 of the second one. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So in that spot, I would have negative 9. So my end matrix would look like this. 4, 12, 11, negative 9. Let's do another one. So let's multiply these. The first matrix is 6, 1, 0, negative 2, 4, 5. And I want to see if that will multiply by negative 4, 4, negative 2, negative 6, and 5, negative 1. So let's think about the dimensions first of all. This one is a 3 by 2. And this one is a 2 by 3. So these two match up, so that means yes, they will multiply. And this time our answer is going to be a 3 by 3. So I'm going to have 3 by a 3. So I want to look at each spot. I'm going to start with this spot. This spot is row 1, column 1. So I'm going to use row 1 of the first and column 1. So 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. And negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. So in that spot, I'm going to put a negative 32. And then I'm going to go to this spot. This is row 2, column 1. So row 2, column 1. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. 4 times 4 is 16, so I'll put a 12 there. This is row 3, column 1. So 0 times negative 4 is 0, and 5 times 4 is 20. And you'll get to where you can start doing these in your head. Okay, this spot is row 1, column 2. So I'm still on row 1, but now I'm going to use column 2. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. And negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12. So in this spot, I put a 0. This is row 2, column 2. So negative 2 plus negative 24 is negative 26. This is row 3, column 2. So 0 plus negative 30 is negative 30. This spot, row 1, column 3. So 30 plus 2 is 32. 5 plus negative 4 is 1. And 0 plus negative 5 is negative 5. So that is multiplying a 3 by 2 by a 2 by 3.